Well, speaking of trade, it was meant to be a vehicle for bringing the U.S. and EU closer together after a rocky period of tariffs and trade spats. Instead, the Trade and Technology Council, which meets for the first time in Pittsburgh in the U.S. today, has itself gotten off to a rocky start. Now its biggest success may be if a meeting takes place at all. Our Brussels correspondent Terry Schultz has this report.
The Trade and Technology Council, or TTC, created at June's EU-US summit, is seen as a tangible example of improving transatlantic ties, with the President EU leaders have fondly called
Dear Joe.
The TTC's 10 working groups are tasked with finding joint approaches on topics ranging from artificial intelligence to climate protection to securing supply chains.
We need to team up and join up to tackle the big challenges we have ahead of us.
I think we have an opportunity to do some really very good things.
But Dear Joe's deal to sell nuclear submarines to Australia, replacing a French contract, put a chink in his previously chummy relationship with French President Emmanuel Macron. The spat threatened to scuttle the TTC's launch, but the EU decided to go ahead over Paris's protests.
This is bigger than that, in the sense that it has to do with our entire economic relationship.
Early TTC priorities are addressing the global shortage in semiconductors, controlling the export of sensitive technologies, and keeping foreign powers, particularly China, from buying up key strategic assets.
If the United States and Europe actually use the Trade and Technology Council to really look at this nexus between national security and economic power, then it will be doing something important, but it will take time.
And in the meantime, the most important signal from the TTC's inaugural session may simply be a joint commitment to find common ground to build on.
Now, French fury over this dumped submarine deal is definitely not all in the past. As recently as yesterday, the joint final statement and even the draft agenda was still under debate among EU governments, held up in large part, it's reported, by the French. But again, the fact the meeting is taking place at all is an acknowledgement of the centrality of the transatlantic relationship for both the United States and for the European Union. And there are many issues they need to work on that will be win-win for both sides and lose if they don't take care of them. So while there's a lot of work to do, as everyone acknowledges, there's a lot of work that's already been done in just setting up this Trade and Technology Council, 10 working groups already arranged. So I think that while everyone may not be on the same page already today on day one, the very fact that they're all going to be at the same table is definitely proof that both sides want to move forward and get past these disputes.
Terry Schultz in Brussels, thank you very much.